Hi, it's Mark from MoneySolutionsInc.com and MicrosoftAccessExpert.com, coming to you from day 2 of the Microsoft Partner Conference in Orlando, Florida. And it's another hot, sunny day outside, so it's a good day to be inside the conference. I just finished up my second session for day 2, which is about healthcare. And so if you're not particularly interested in accessing the healthcare market, then this video probably isn't something you'd be interested in. But we'll cover a few general things that might be of interest to you. And of course, health is something that's of interest to everybody in some way, because it's something we all have to deal with as part of our lives. But of course, this part of the healthcare discussion was on information technology. And obviously, information is a big part of the healthcare business. It's not all of the healthcare business, but it's part of it. You know, if you look at an industry like insurance, basically the entire product is information and managing information. Of course, in healthcare, you've got actual physical products, the medications, you've got actual services, the surgeries and patient visits and things like that happen. So it's a little bit different, but those are all tied together with information. So the big news coming out of the event today, I think, are some common sense things that wouldn't surprise any of us, and that's that there's a lot more data being gathered. So, just in the last few years, we've started to see personal health trackers really catch on. This is a Microsoft band, and it tracks my steps and heart rate and sleep and things like that. And so, it's just a matter of time before all that starts getting integrated into a hospital's electronic medical record, or EMR is the short term for that. And so that's going to cause an explosion in data growth. And so Microsoft was talking about how putting this data on the cloud might make sense because they can do it so efficiently. So right now, a lot of large hospitals put data in a data center where they rent space or own part of it. And although that made sense for the last few years, the Microsoft data centers, they feel they're so much more efficient. And when you have such large data requirements and such large storage requirements, that's going to be very, very helpful. So a couple of interesting tidbits that I pulled out of the meeting were that healthcare is a huge compliance area because of HIPAA, where they're trying to protect healthcare information. And so as the amount of healthcare information grows, there's more information there to protect. But it's really more information per patient. So it's still, one patient record, there's just more data there than there was in the past. I know that in my lifetime, we've gone from handwritten patient notes, now into these fully electronic medical record systems. So they talk about how patients today really like to be able to see their medical record online. Nobody ever, years and years ago when it was all handwritten, went in and looked at all the handwritten stuff. At least the patients didn't, or it'd be very unusual to do that. But today people, expect to look at that information. So one of the things they talked about during the session was that somebody did a study and found out that a healthcare record is 50 times more valuable than stealing a credit card record. And I'd like to look into that a little bit more and see why that's the case. And then they did point out that there is like a $1.5 million fine potential for a data breach. So hospitals are going to spend anywhere from $4,000 to $50,000 per little piece of technology that they're implementing to make sure that that's not the source of the data breach. So, that might be a system, not like an individual PC or something, but if they have a particular system that they buy to track something or do something, then they're going to possibly spend that much money on it. And then amazingly, time is very valuable. So they said that physicians are spending 50% of their time on non-medical activities like dealing with billing and medical records. So obviously there's a big impetus to cut that down and make things more efficient. So what we want to do is, let people, if you are in the healthcare industry and you're an existing client, we have several who are in the healthcare industry, feel free to get in touch with me and we can go into more detail about what was uncovered in this session and how it will affect your business. We are kind of taking things to the next level with Microsoft, and we'll be meeting with them after this conference, Winning Solutions will, to be able to more firmly establish its partnership and to be able to bring some of their resources to bear, since we're kind of a small company and some of our clients have some larger needs and larger expectations. What we'll be doing is partnering with Microsoft. Of course, that's why they call this a Microsoft Partner Conference, because it's to allow us to engage and meet the people, because Microsoft is such a large organization that we need to meet with in order to build the relationships so that we can get at all of the resources that they have available for us and for our customers. So with that in mind, we're pretty excited about that, and we hope to leverage that. And then for people who are thinking about becoming a Winning Solutions customer, we can be a great way to engage with Microsoft because we're a nice, small little company. We're easy to deal with. Have a wide variety of people, and then we can kind of manage all of the stuff that needs to go on to get larger things done if we do need to bring Microsoft in. And we don't always need to do that. A lot of times we're able to accomplish everything we need to do on our own. So we're pretty excited about that. We'll see what comes out of this and where this goes and where this takes us in a year's time. So if you like the video, please give us a thumbs up. If you want to get a hold of us and you just found us here on YouTube, the best way to get a hold of us is to go to our website at winningsolutionsinc.com or microsoftaccessexpert.com, where you can call us, email us, chat with us through our website, Skype us, all that great stuff. And we try to make it as easy as possible for you to get a hold of us and interact with us. So that's the best way to do it. If you have a comment, you're welcome to leave a comment on the video below. And if you like something, check out our other videos. Feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. With that, I'm going to get ready here for the next session, and I'll have another video up here soon. Thanks.